at 344 million by Governor Sakaja, and since he has abandoned the project after pocketing 165 million Kenya shillings, which he has been paid, that is found on page 8. Number 9, an amount of 32 million Kenya shillings was given to fictitious 683 beneficiaries. Hiyo ni hewa, 32 million ilienda kwa hewa, stolen. That is on page 11 of the report. Number 10, despite buying vehicles for 100 million only, the county government paid 771.6 million to vehicle vendors, those who are selling vehicles. 671.6 million in excess of the 100 million that was budgeted for. So that money has been stolen. Remember, the vehicles were supposed to be bought at 100 million, but the amount of money that was paid to the person who was selling the vehicles was 771.6. Therefore, 671.6 million has been stolen, found on page 12 of the report. Number 11, despite the law requiring that salaries don't pass 35% of total revenue, the county paid 37% of 30.5 billion, blatantly breaching the law. Number 12, incompetence and deals facilitated double payment of leave allowance of 15.4 million to 178 favored county staffs, found on page 13 of the report. Number 13, despite having their gross pay properly paid, 26 officers were paid additional 17.6 million Kenya shillings without any reasons, which means that those were conduits for removing money from county accounts. That is found on page 14. Number 14, an entire 393 employees not tax exempt were paid 52.5 million Kenya shillings without pay as you earn tax deductions, which means that money for KRA was stolen there. So KRA, mkona kazi, wacheni kufuata watu airport mkitafuta underwear ya watu huko na kutafuta vitu za watu. Kazi, pesa iko hapa kwa county. That is on page 14. Number 15, some 395 employees were paid additional salaries of 100 million that cannot be explained. Probable collectors for some big short, found on page 14. Everything that I'm reading are very factual, and these are as per the Auditor General's report. Number 16, out of 13,354 employees of the county, only 167, which is 1.25%, are persons with disabilities against legal requirements of 5%. They should be 5%, not 1.25%. So there is no compliance. So therefore, the governor, you must up your game and employ persons with disabilities. That is found on page 14. Question number 17. Despite deducting pay as you earn, NSSF and NHIF of 1.72 billion, the county government did not remit those statutory deductions, which means that they are deducting, but they are stealing these monies. They are not remitting. Number 18, on the drama of legal fees, 375.9 million paid irregularly as follows. That runs from page 18 to page 24 of the Auditor General's report. Number A part of it, 34 million paid, 34 million Kenya shillings paid were a fee note of 80 million, which was raised in a case which was before the High Court in a commercial transaction, case number 1581 of 2014, to defend the county on outstanding land rates of 5.4 million. So 34 million was paid. Okay? The advocate raised a legal fee of 80 million. So I want you to note the nature of these cases and why 80 million should be raised for such cases. That was in 2014, but money has been paid now. Okay? So which means that one of the ways by which the governor uses to steal money from the county is through these legal fees. Using these lawyers, they have very exorbitant, expensive, high fee notes. Then that is where the government takes 50% of what he pays. And that is an agreement that he makes before. And that is what he dangles to some of the MCAs, that if you don't fight me, bring one lawyer, I pay your legal fees. So that is what is happening at the county. Part B of it, 47 million were paid where a fee note of 78 million was raised to represent the county in a matter which was the Environment and Land Court, case number 248 of 2021, where a small plot was double allocated by the county in Kayole. Part C, on the 17th mwezi wa saba, 17th mwezi wa saba 2023, 57.8 million Kenya shillings was paid to a law firm for defending. Now, I want you to hear this is very serious. 57.8 million paid to a law firm for defending the county in a matter which was in the court, in the Environment and Land Court, case number 18 of 2022, against Ndakaini Dam land compensation of 1989, where a fee note of 77.9 million Kenya shillings was raised. So he paid 57.8. D, on the same month, same day, 17 mwezi wa saba 2023, 67 million was paid to an advocate for defending the county in Environment and Land Court, case number 176 of 2021, where a fee note of 100 million was raised against an individual who sued the county for not shortlisting him as a traffic marshal. Mnasikia hii drama kweli, hii ni comedy. This is comedy. Imagine 67 million Kenya shillings was paid to an advocate just for defending the county for not shortlisting a person as a traffic marshal who is going to earn 18,000 to 20,000 Kenya shillings per month. Why did the governor pay 67 million Kenya shillings? Why couldn't he use this money to employ more traffic marshals? And the fee note that was raised was 100 million to represent that one person whose name did not appear in the shortlisting. He was not shortlisted. You pay 67 million. Madness. On 17th the same month, mwezi wa saba, a further 50 million was paid to an advocate for defending the county in a matter where a fee note of 129 million was raised for a unknown reason. Imagine the case has not been stated. Hiyo ni kesi hewa ama air. But he paid 50 million to the advocate. In the Environment and Land Court, case number 379 of 2018. Unknown. But they decided to fix a case number. But there is no case in such a situation. F, on 8th of May 2023, 70 million was paid to an advocate for defending the county in a matter where a fee note of 145 million was raised against the Kenya County, the county government's workers union. That is 2023. A further 70 million paid just to represent county government's workers union. While the county, remember, has a legal department where there are advocates who can do these works. Right? G, on 17th, mwezi wa saba, 2023, 30 million was paid to an advocate for defending the county in a matter where a fee note of 116 million was raised on alleged threats on county workers' pension fund. Just threats. You issue a threat, you are taken to court, an advocate is paid 30 million. H, even those who have cases for murder, cases for terrorism, they don't pay advocates such amounts. H, on the 17th of March 2023, 20 million Kenya shillings was paid to a law firm for defending the county government in a matter which is before the High Court, a miscellaneous case number 123 of 2017. Then part C, which I've indicated as the last batch, it says, number 1, a provider of security services to ECDE facilities who had been paid 42 million Kenya shillings for the months of April to August 2020, on 30th mwezi wa sita 2021, was paid again 16.8 million for the months July and August 2020 by Governor Sakaja, and was paid on the 13th March of 2023. So the amount of money that has been stolen there is 16.8 million Kenya shillings. That is found on page 25 of the report. Number 2, garbage collection paid for at 145.9 million without any documentation and handwritten receipts issued despite Dandora Weighbridge being capable of generating official receipts. Tunaelewana vizuri? Ama mmepotea wenzangu watu wa media? Tuko sawa? Umejua hii kitu inaweza fanya mtu aruke kutoka hapa dirisha mpaka chini ya commit suicide juu. Hii pesa hii, that is found on page 25. Number 3, a paltry 27 tippers were purchased at a whooping 772 million. Hey, Sakaja, sucks. Hey, hii ni dishi na county kweli. A paltry 27 tippers, hizi lori za kubeba takataka, were purchased, zilinunuliwa at 772 million. Which means that lori moja, mtu anipigie hesabu hapo haraka, 772 divided by 27, tupate bei ya lori moja hapo haraka sana, is approximately 30 what million? 28 million. So lori moja ya tipa ilinunuliwa at 28 million. Hey, that is on page 26. Other notables: Governor Sakaja has refused to appoint critical staff. This is also in the report. Number 1, as critical as a county secretary who serves as a secretary to the cabinet and head of county public service is county public service has not been appointed a substantive office holder for 19 months. Someone is still acting with restricted powers. Number 2, on the 35 accounting officers, only 29 have been appointed 19 months down the line.